Yo, what's going on, everyone? If you guys are new to my channel, first time here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Bing, bing. And okay, want to get into pricing strategy and what is my pricing strategy? Everybody's been asking that. I had a few questions on the previous YouTube videos in the comments. They're asking like, RJ, what's your pricing strategy? It's the same exact thing that I've been doing from the very beginning. I have a video that I probably made about 2 years ago, and it's the same exact thing with Merch by Amazon. Your pricing strategy is, what I do is start off very low. And it doesn't even, kind of really doesn't matter, like with trends and stuff like that, because I'm a big person when it comes to trends. You got to understand, like when you come into a trend, you want to rank, you're trying to rank for those keywords. So a lot of people don't understand that if you rank, your goal is to rank for a certain keyword, and it's going to be very hard because with trends there's a lot of competition, and you have to understand that once you get to a certain level, once you get onto a certain rank, like on the Amazon page, you start ranking for the second page, first page. That's your goal, and then you can start actually increasing the price little by little. So after that first sale, like I usually, depending on it, like usually I kind of get like 5 or 6 sales, like if I'm going after a certain niche. Now, if it's like, let's say for an evergreen, if you guys don't know what an evergreen is, it's more like an all year round shirt that sells. That right there is a little bit different. You can kind of just, after that first sale, you can kind of see what's the demand for that market. So what you want to do is kind of just search for the keyword and see what your competition's at, you know what I mean? Kind of just see what the keywords are ranking for on Amazon and see where your competition at, where you're pricing at, you know? And it's very important to understand that, because if you go from, let's say right now, because the lowest price you can put it out at the lowest price right now is $13.07. So that might change later on. Before, I think at the beginning of the year in January, it was at $12.87. So understanding that when you first upload a design and keeping it at the cost, which is $13.07 right now, it's very important that you guys understand that when you're going into a trend, like what I like to do is get like 5 or 10 sales, you know what I mean? And kind of don't get all crazy about like, oh, I need to get in there and make money. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's where you mess up at. And you wanna, like I said, you want to rank on that. You want to focus on ranking on the first, or you want to get that ranking on that first page. If you get ranked on that first page, like I did with this Valentine's Day shirt that I did, it was pretty crazy. Another thing too, it had 2 reviews already from last year, but literally the profit increased by double. And it was crazy. It did over $1,900 in profit this for Valentine's, so for that holiday. And exactly what I did was, it was already ranking already, and what I did to kind of just like what I did to get that ranking going again is so it was at $19.99. I put the price down. I believe it was at the time before the price updated. I put it down to $12.87. Got those few sales in. I did the same exact thing, just to kind of just get that flame going, get that fire going, you know what I mean? So I did the same exact thing that I would do with a new shirt, and that's my pricing strategy. That's what I do, and a lot of people don't agree with that, and I see why, but it's consistently working. Like the data shows that it works, and the sales shows that it works. That's a big thing. So what I did was put the price low, get those few sales in, and I seen that I was ranking again, and I got the BSR all the way down to about, I think, 13K BSR. So that is, no, not 30, did I say 13K? Or no, it's 3K BSR, I'm sorry. And that is huge, you know what I mean? I was like, some days I was bringing in like 50, 60, 70 sales a day just on one shirt. And that right there is, that is fire right there, because like it was doing like over $100 in profit for the day. I think one day I did over $200 in profit just off of one shirt. And this is the same exact shirt that I actually showed people when we had a conference. I think it was last year, and I showed people the actual shirt, and it just did the same exact thing, and it took off. Even me showing like my competition, it was still doing really well. So that's big. And we're going to the computer right now, and I'll break down every little thing for you. I didn't raise the price until like the very last week, and that was pretty big. Like what I didn't raise the price until I still went from, I believe it was at, so I kept it at the low price first at cost, bumped it up to $13.99 I believe, and it was making about 5 or 10 sales a day, and then I bumped it up to $14.99. I was just paying attention to my competition too, so understand this. And then I bumped it up to $15.99. and then I, at the very end, at the very end, I bumped it up to $18.99. I think the last 2 weeks, and it was just bringing in profit. It's still making sales right now. I think we're like at 8 for the day, but I'll go into the computer and show you guys and break everything down for you. I pretty much talked about the whole thing and showed everyone. Kind of just broke down the whole thing about all the information I'm gonna break down on the computer. But I know showing you guys like the data and all that stuff is pretty good too. So let's get right into the computer. And like I said, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Appreciate you guys. Means a lot to me. And let's go. All right, yo, what's going on, guys? So we're here in the we're in the computer right here. We're just gonna break down how the pricing strategy works and how I'm doing everything and what I've always been doing. Like I said, from the very beginning, when I started this 2 years ago or whatever, how long ago it was. And you guys can see right here, the last 7 days are freaking amazing. Like freaking just crushed it, and because of Valentine's Day. And if you guys are not right now, I'm gonna tell you guys, if you guys are not right now designing for St. Patrick's Day, you are missing out. And you can see with these numbers right here that are like crushing it right here on Thursday. Almost $500 in royalties for the day, man. That's amazing. And we'll kind of just break it down. And this is exactly what I mean by pricing strategy, catching a trend, keeping that price low. You want to rank for those keywords. Don't rush into it. You know what I mean? And like, don't rush in. Like, there's so many people that have listened to me on this right here, and they have really great numbers. A lot of people are not a big fan of pricing real low, keeping the price really low, and doing stuff like that. It's important that you guys understand, like, when a customer comes onto Amazon.com, like understanding the pricing, getting that sales volume, because you have those customers that come in here and they want to buy a shirt for very cheap, you know what I mean? Because they want to only wear it just once. But then you got to understand, like, most of the time the customer don't leave off that first page or that second page. The farthest it goes, that second page. They don't want to go on the third page and look for a damn shirt. Like you know what I mean? So, like, understanding that right there, just to get on that first page, keeping the price low, ranking on that first page. Once you rank on that first page, man, like, so you don't understand how much organic traffic you get. And understanding that how much organic traffic you get, you can get to see right here by the numbers. Like, this is no like, you look at the numbers, like, it's crazy. And me just showing you guys, and I'll show you that I won't show you the shirt because that's kind of just as a respect to me. Like, that's my baby right there, as you guys can see. I love that shirt. Like, last year didn't do, like, not last year did like 900. Now I did over, I think it was over 1800, 1900. This year, I think probably even more, maybe even more, because I'm only going to show you the last 30 days. But understanding that by just looking at these numbers and me just showing you these numbers, I just want to give you understanding. Okay. Also, too, you guys can see how it goes up and then it's going to go back down. But remember, this is why you got to focus ahead. Do not. One of my biggest mistakes that I've done last year is focus so much on the trend. Like, this was nice right here. This is nice right here. That's nice. That's cool. That's good. And that's beautiful. But understanding that when you're hitting something like this and you're hitting a trend, and if you're already started designing for the next holiday, which is St. Patrick's Day, that's going to be the next big one. Like, during this time right here, focus ahead. Focus. Do not get caught up in the, oh, I made over 100 sales a day. That's cool. Yeah, that is cool. That's good. But you want to focus ahead. Like, even if you did 40 or 50 sales a day, that's amazing too as well. Like, any sales that you make on Merch by Amazon is amazing, because you're not actually printing the shirt and all that stuff. A lot of people don't understand. You're not doing none of that stuff. So the fact that Amazon is printing the shirt and shipping it to the customer for you, you're not doing nothing, just focusing on the design. So if you're just focusing on the design, you should be focusing ahead. So I would be designing, like, when I was right here crushing it, and I already knew I was going to start crushing it because of the sales volume of the shirt already, and I was keeping that price low, and that's something that you got to test out too right there, okay? It's all different, but from my point of view right here, okay, what I would do, exactly what I'm doing right now, is exactly what I'm doing, what I'm telling you guys right now, that's what I'm doing. And like there's the research that you guys can follow too as well. I'll have that down below in the description. Just designing ahead is very important. Like St. Patrick, you should be designing for St. Patrick's Day like now. You should be designing for St. Patrick's Day on February 1st, at the end of January. You know what I mean? And then you need to be worried about the pricing and stuff like that when it comes to here. But what I did was keep the price very low. Started ranking for the keywords, which is Valentine's Day. Once I started ranking for those keywords, once I started ranking, I increased the price just a little bit. And I mean by a little bit, I mean by $1. Or you can even do 50, like $1. I would do $1. So the new price is $13.07. So I would raise it up to $13.99. Keep it at there. Get 5-10 sales. Boom, boom. And then you get 5-10 sales, get 20 sales at $14.99, and then bump it up to like $16.99. But you guys want to look at your competition. And what I mean by looking at your competition, I'll show you right now. Give me a second. Okay, so we're trying to rank for this keyword, right? And all these tools right here, if you guys haven't watched previous videos, I have a video where I talk about all the tools I use. Merch Research is a free tool. Okay, so Valentine's Day. And what I mean by that is, like, you want to rank. Look at these. What I mean by that, you want to rank on the front page for this keyword right here, Valentine's Day. If you rank for that, like that keyword, you don't understand how much traffic you'll get. Okay, and that's what I mean by ranking for that keyword right there. So if you rank for that keyword, it's going to be pretty big, and all the amount of organic traffic. And if you're running AMS ads, you can test that out too. But the amount of traffic that you're going to get organically is going to be crazy, and that is exactly what I mean by ranking for that keyword. You want to rank on this front page. If you're ranking on this front page right here, you're going to do so much damage. And like, look at the results on this right here. Like, the results are crazy. So ranking out of like over 20,000 results, ranking on here, and you're ranking on that front page, you're going to get so much traffic. So this is exactly what I did, keeping that price low and step by step. So it's all about testing it out, but keeping the price low, getting those first sales, ranking for those keywords. Because when you get a first sale, first, second sale, third sale, fifth sale, sixth sale, seventh sale, once you're ranking, okay, you start ranking for those keywords. But then when you start ranking and you start getting your BSR real low and it starts going crazy, you get so much traffic organically. And Amazon loves like a good sale. Like they like reward you, because it seems like they're driving traffic for you too as well. And once you catch that organic rate and you're below 10,000 or 10K BSR, like my shirt got all the way down to 3K BSR, and I was just crushing it. And actually, let me show you. Sorry about that. My bad. Yeah, it's right here. Sorry about that. And yeah, it's right here, and you can see that right there. It's over 520 last 30 days, okay? And it did over $1,860 in royalties. And that is, and another thing too, this right here, pay attention to this. This tells a story. Look at, you can see my target buyer was the kids. I sold most of the kids, and then men next, and then only 3 women. So that right there is freaking crazy, right? So understand that. Like I said, it almost did double the profit from last year. And if you understand what I just said right there, that's big. That's very big too as well. So that's exactly how I did it. 1307, 1399. Get those after that first couple of sales. You know what I mean? Bump it up 1399, and then when you get closer to the holiday, 1499. Get 5-10 sales and 1599 and 1699, and then I went all the way up to 1899. And that's exactly what I did right there. And that's what I usually do with all my pricing strategies, depending on the competition. You guys showed you how I like that keyword, the keyword right there. Like, do that with that Chrome extension right there. If you guys do that with that keyword and kind of see like your competition, you can, because it tells you a story. If you guys come over here, it shows you your competition. But once you start ranking really well, you can kind of boost up the price just a little bit. But 1899 was like that, kind of like that sweet spot right there, and you can see, because it just tells you a story. If you guys pay attention to this, the front page right here of the keywords, whatever you search, it tells you a story. So hopefully that helped. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. And like I said, I appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe. Peace.